Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Three Nerdsketeers podcast, in which we talk about video games, movies, and all the other nerdy shit in between. Normally, Jim would be doing this section. I've just fucked it up about 6 times in a row, but this week he has a poorly throat, so you're stuck with me. I'm very sorry. With me, as now and always, are Callum.
What's up?
And the aforementioned Jim. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you sounded, mate.
So what's everybody up to? Callum, what have you been doing this week?
Last night I went to see Lucy Rose at the Brickyard, which is my local music venue.
I know the Brickyard.
Which was absolutely fantastic. Got to meet her at the end of it and gush over how fantastic she is.
Lucy Rose was who again? What was she in?
She was in Bombay Bicycle Club for a time. She might still be doing stuff with them, but at the moment she's focusing on her own stuff. It's,
cool.
Awesome, like rhythmic indie shit, which is super cool.
Yeah, is the Brickyard like big venue wise?
It's started to come up lately.
Ah.
Band called the 1975 played there not too.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, they played down on Fistral Beach.
Yeah, and they're pretty big on the scene at the moment. So
they certainly are.
Yeah,
super sweet. How else has your week been? What else have you been up to?
That's pretty much all the exciting news. Just a lot of work and
a lot of editing for us.
Yeah, finally got the 6 up.
Yeah,
it's now available to watch on our YouTube channel.
Yes, I'm a big fan, as I've said to you plenty of times.
Thank you very much, Kyle.
Of course. Jim, what have you been up to other than dying slowly?
Yeah, just dying really. I've been
Woo!
I spent Wednesday and Thursday after work in bed. Just resting my poorly little self. And then that's about it really. I had a quiet weekend really.
As opposed to your usual raving lifestyle.
You know me, I'm the socialite.
I do know it.
I had to go out and mull amongst the people. Touch
Mingle.
the flesh.
Touch the flesh.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yes.
But yeah, no, not really. Have you seen this week's episode of The Walking Dead yet?
I've not seen any of The Walking Dead yet.
What?
I know. Look, you don't have to fucking tell me. I've not even watched episode 1, let alone 2 and 3. Everything I've read on this week's one is like it's incredible.
Oh, I haven't seen any of this season either.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
I thought you meant you've never seen.
No, of course not. I've seen all of it, but I've not started season 6 yet. And everyone says that this episode is amazing. The one that's just gone.
Yeah.
This show is kind of weird because every time I put the episodes on, I kind of feel like I'm doing it like it's a fucking chore.
Yeah.
But every episode manages to throw something out that surprises me.
It's fucking brilliant.
And it still has a way of keeping me on the edge of my seat. Even
Absolutely.
Though it's 6 seasons in.
I was talking to. I mean, we've talked about this anyway, but yeah, like, how do I still think that Daryl's going to die every time a zombie comes on screen? Like, he's not going to die because he's Daryl and no one wants him to die. But like, the zombie could be at the far end of the horizon, and I'll be like, oh, he's going to die.
Daryl, no,
Daryl, quick, move! It'll be there in 3 hours.
3 hours.
And he's like, oh, don't go away walking.
What's up, Daryl?
I've been watching a few of them actually. I've been watching a few of the
Christopher Walken.
Some of the ones he does with Morgan Freeman.
With Morgan Freeman, yeah. Which one did you watch?
So good. It was them, and what did they do?
They do like Dead or Alive. They do Borderlands.
Yeah, Borderlands one. Yeah, I watched the Dishonored one this morning as well.
Oh yeah.
For those people listening, Kyle, what is this that we're talking about?
Christopher Walken. There's a channel on YouTube that I absolutely love. There's 2: Game Society Pimps and Blame Society Films. And Game Society Pimps, someone turned me onto it a long, long time ago. One of the guys that works with them, called Jason Stevens, does an incredible Christopher Walken impression and an incredible Morgan Freeman impression. And they had I don't know whoever came up with this pun, but I love them, of doing Walken through for a video game. So it's a Christopher Walken through.
Christopher Walken through.
Yeah, and they're not even walkthroughs in any sense of the word. He just
no, not really.
Like stock footage for like 10 minutes, and he just rambles over it. But it's so funny, and I recommend finding it. The Zelda one is amazing, and the Super Mario one is amazing. But loads of them. The Fallout New Vegas one's really good as well. Oh,
I haven't seen that one in a while.
yeah, I remember me and you spent like an afternoon watching them, didn't we, Jim? I remember showing you them for the first time.
Yeah.
Watch the Zelda one. The Zelda one's great.
Yeah, I remember the Zelda one being funny.
So Kyle, what
oh.
have you been up to?
Oh yeah, me.
Oh, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, cheers.
I don't know.
Get fucked.
You've been ill. That's
Jim,
literally your news.
I'll sacrifice my week to find out what you were about to say.
No, it's fine. Carry on. You tell me all about your week.
My week has consisted of bugger all. I went to see a few films. I saw Crimson Peak, which was fantastic. Awesome. I saw The Lobster, which was fucking incredible. I saw Hotel Transylvania 2 on a whim because we had 2 hours to spare and nothing else to see. And I think normally I'd probably have been a bit underwhelmed by it, but considering I saw Pan last week and it was fucking shite, it made Hotel Transylvania 2 look like Citizen Kane. Right, so nice. I enjoyed it. And then I saw The Program, the Lance Armstrong film, which was also brilliant. I've had a good cinema-y week. What else has happened? Nothing. Lots of work. It's feeling like Christmas is beginning. People are fucking rampaging around the mall where I work, and I hate it. Awesome. I don't want Christmas at all. Can we just skip it this year?
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I wish like there was a, magic was real and I could put a spell on my shop so that no one came in over Christmas. But alas, they just keep coming in. It's when, like, how many people I've served that say that's the last of my Christmas shopping done. What's wrong
October?
With you? Exactly, in fucking October.
Hey, it's better to get it fucking out of the way now.
Of course it is, but
no
one's that organised. Yeah, they're just so organised. It baffles me. I consider myself relatively organised, and to have your Christmas shopping done in October is...
yeah, what do you want for Christmas?
Me?
Yeah.
A new family.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, hi-oh.
Burn.
I don't know, actually. I'll let you know. I never
Since we're apparently doing presents now.
Oh, no. I'm just buying that thing so I can burn it in front of you. Well, yeah, I'll let you know. I'll figure something out.
Yeah, keep it under £3.
Can I have a Freddo and a choc?
I'll get you a choc ice if you're really lucky.
Oh, a mini milk.
Oh, man. Haven't had a choc ice for time.
No one's had a choc ice since World War II. What else have I done this week? Oh, I went to see Inception last night in 35mm.
Oh yeah, of course.
Which was, it's Inception. It's fucking fantastic.
35mm.
Every time you see it, it's still as good as it was the first time. So, yeah, that was great. Not much else. I don't think we've not played much this week. The Hardware Rivals beta ended.
I never got to play it
under our nose. Yeah, like none of us. Me and Jim played it for about an hour, and Callum never got to play it. So that was a waste.
I've fucking what's that one called that you made me download?
Air Mech Arena.
Yeah, it's fucking shit.
I told you. I knew this had happened, but yeah,
it probably bollocks.
We streamed Rocket League for one guy.
Yeah, and we lost 5 times in a row, I believe.
7 times in a row.
7 times, jeez.
Yeah, 7 times in a row, and then we won one at the end. So it's all. How many, Jim? What was the tally of points that we lost in the end?
Fucking hell!
I think we hit minus 40.
41, wasn't it?
I think because we got a 6 back at the end or something. So I think we definitely ended on negative 40 from where we started, at least.
Yeah, something like that.
It was
fucking ridiculous. Yeah, that Air Mech Arena.
Yeah.
Ended up. I went back to it, and I went into a match. I assume against a dude, and basically, it's like a chessboard. Really, you've got what your base at the other side. One side, he's got his base, and you have to kind of capture these grey bases. I assume.
Like, is it real time? So you're running around, or is it turn based?
You're not running around. You're flying around in your fucking.
Yeah, but shit. Like, is it like in real time controls? It's not like he chooses a move and then you choose a move.
Oh no, it's real time. Yeah.
Okay.
You've got to kind of like, you've got to get troops and tanks and that stuff and kind of use them to. But we were just fighting over this one spot for about 10 minutes. Then I finally got it, and then it's just shit. It's fucking shite.
Well,
I'm not playing it again. I'm going to delete it.
That's fine. We'll stick to Rocket League.
Yeah, stick to Rocket League
because we're so good at that one.
Fucking hell, we need Battlefront to come out.
We do need Battlefront.
Push it forward, please, EA. Can you push it forward to now?
Can you send us an exclusive copy for us to review?
We've said the word Battlefront enough times on these podcasts. We should get free copies right now.
Yeah.
By the time this goes up, I will have been to the doctors about my toe.
Oh, Jim's toe update.
yeah.
Hashtag-
Jim's toe.
What was it? Hashtag help for Jim.
Hashtag Jim's poorly toe.
What? When did we talk about this on Rebel Recall episode 2?
No, it was last week on my
Is
podcast.
it the podcast?
Yeah, I think it was just episode 2 of the podcast.
So what's
Yeah.
what's the update on your toe? How's it feeling?
Well, I don't know. I'm going to go to the doctors tomorrow.
But how is it?
That's-
How is it with you right now? Are you guys friends right now? Or
Is it better than
Skin's
it
a
was?
bit dry. Skin's a bit dry on it.
Oh,
Really.
skin's a bit dry?
Good.
Yeah.
Moisturize.
But, well, I can't because I think
Get some
I think-
lotion.
Dove for men.
For men.
I don't
For
have any
women.
Dove for men.
Get some.
Look, I'm not one of these metrosexuals like you, Callum. I spend time on my appearance. Shut up.
That's going to be edited out.
Well, no wonder your
Uh,
toe hates you.
Don't hate me. It's just a little bit sensitive right now. That's all. There's a little bit of TLC.
Got a feeling.
That's all I think. Yeah.
Well, I look forward to next week when we find out. It might be.
Stay
I mean,
tuned.
it might be the finale. Jim's poorly toe might be all better.
Or it might be
never
gone.
know.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, might
Find
be
out
hashtag
next week.
Jim's amputated toe.
Yeah, that could be it. You never know.
No, well,
Who knows?
fucking bated breath.
Yeah.
Anything else been going on this week? Have we done much together? We just played Rocket League. We failed at Rocket League. We recorded Rebel Recall. I think that's about it. I think we're all good.
Yeah.
Rebel Recall's dead. I'm killing it off.
Oh yeah, there you go. We may as well announce that right now. Two episodes deep.
Two
Jim
episodes in.
Jim and his fleeting love for things.
I'm
That's
fickle.
you're the ficklest of fiends.
I'm surprised this podcast's still around. To be fair.
I agree with you. I'm completely shocked that this podcast is still around when you're involved in any sense. It won't, Callum. This is it. Couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
this is it.
It won't be if your fucking channel doesn't stop echoing. I'm gonna be off me fucking tits in a minute.
That's gonna cause the deterioration of this podcast.
Yeah,
My echoing mic.
yeah. I feel like you're in a cave. Shut
Well,
up.
I'm not echoing on purpose. I've not got my reverb channel on.
Turn it down. Just ease
Turn-
off.
Anyway.
Ease off the talking.
As of next week, we'll be including the Star Wars news into the main podcast. which
Yeah,
is
and
the
are
one
you
you're
literally
currently listening to.
scrapping Rebel
Yes,
Recall?
it's
Yeah,
dead. I've killed it. I just killed it right now.
you just killed it. You officially killed it on this podcast.
Yep.
So next
Any
week,
ideas, man. So it works.
Look out for Rebel Rebirth in 2 weeks.
yeah, when Jim
When
changes
Jim
his
misses
mind.
it.
No, you can do one on your own if you want to do Rebel Rebirth. I'm not involved anymore. I hate it.
Right?
He hates his own idea. There you go. He's not the ideas man. He's the anti-ideas man.
Look, I just wanted to try something. It turns out I fucking hated it. So
Yeah.
let's move on. Move on.
And that's life in a nutshell. That's the James Gormley story.
Yep. If I don't like it, it's dead to
I
me.
tried it. I hated it. I deleted it.
Platinumed it, deleted
Planned it. Deleted it. Reinstalled it. Moaned about it. deleted it again.
But yeah,
Right.
go on.
Right. Well, there's nothing to go on unless anybody has any more to say. It's time to jump into the news. Anybody?
No,
it. Nope.
I'm dead inside.
You're
Go
dead
on.
inside. That's news. Okay. Jim's dead inside. That's the big news this week.
Dead,
James
dead,
is-
dead.
James. Oh yeah. Sorry, I've not said segue. I'm meant to be taking over from Jim. I should have mentioned a segue. On the note of dead inside, let's segue into this. No, okay. So top billing on the news of our very professional news list. I'm still very excited about this. I don't know if anybody saw this. Jim obviously saw this because he sent me the list, but shut up. Konami have denied that Kojima is departing. They say that he's just on vacation. Has
Yeah.
anybody seen this?
Yeah, I saw this.
I did not.
Yeah.
I had not seen this through the week. So
Right,
it says that, everyone was we're pretty certain that he's gone, but Kotaku translated part of an article from a Japanese newspaper
Okay.
in which Konami claimed that he was not leaving. He was merely on vacation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that's true?
Absolutely not. Did you see the picture that was released?
I did not know. What
Of
was the picture?
Kojima's leaving party.
It's all a ruse, Callum. It's all a ruse.
Well, it was posted kind of somewhere not long after that. Apparently, it's customary in Japanese business to, at the end of your thing to just take all your holidays.
Oh,
You're right.
So
So
it
this
might
is
just
he
be
is on
literally-
holiday, but it's part of his leaving.
Yeah, and
that's how
apparently
you leave a job is to take your holiday.
his non-compete clause ends in December, maybe.
Okay, and he's
So he
just
can
going to be on
then work
holiday
for
till
another
then.
company.
Yeah, that's what the this article here is talking about. How they're saying that he's going to come back. But obviously we were talking last week about the Japanese, like Konami especially, just going to the handheld market and how that's so enormous in Japan that like the actual games market is struggling to make money against the handheld market.
Right. Okay.
Which is why, as this thing has it, the returns of convenient, cheaply made handheld games in Japan are simply huge, and blockbuster console games are obliged to make most of their money in the international market.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's just Japan, in it. They love their mobile shit.
Yeah, exactly. So they were talking about, they just reckon that based on Kojima's reputation, which is obvious, they think that, and considering that he appeals very much to Western audiences, they think that practically every games company in the world is probably just going to be clamoring for him, and that he could just take his pick of anyone that he wants and work with them. So, yeah, if it is absolute bollocks, which I'll agree with you that I don't think he's on holiday. I think he's left. I think soon enough we might hear that he's signed up to anyone. I suppose anyone that will give him free reign to be the genius that he is.
Yeah.
It would be good if he sets up his own studio and then becomes first party for Sony.
Absolutely,
Absolutely. And then
that would
works
be-
with Del Toro again.
Oh, because if he set up his own studio, he could, couldn't he? He could just do
Yeah.
Silent Hills.
Or something similar, or
Yeah,
just
well, I don't know if
anything those two
Konami have the
create.
right to Silent Hills, but
Yeah, they probably do.
they probably do, don't they? The bastard.
But still, after that whole fallout happened, Del Toro came out saying that him and Kojima had talked about like hundreds of ideas.
Yeah.
So there's always a chance that they'll just bring something
Some
else
of
out
the
that's-
ideas they
that's
talked
amazing.
about, they saw ended up in The Last of Us.
In The Last
Yeah, I
of
saw
Us.
something like that. And it made them
So-
think they were on the right track because of how
Yeah, that's
enormously
what he
popular
said,
that
yeah.
game was.
Ah,
Yeah.
well, that's strange. I find that strange in a good way.
I couldn't finish PT. It scared the shit out of me.
I finally finished it, and oh my god, what an experience!
I watched it on YouTube because I got it in my library, but by the time I was brave enough to download it, it was gone.
I re-downloaded it when it was announced that they were taking it off,
were gonna
so
take
I've
it
still
off.
got it on my system.
Yeah, but yeah, I've seen it all played through on YouTube, and it's scary as fuck. I've seen it played through properly, and then I've seen it played through in the various ways that you can, die. And it's so scary. I'm so angry that it's not being made.
I wouldn't have fucking played it anyway.
It's so scary, but so good. It would have been so good to see that game come to fruition.
Absolutely.
So yeah, let's look forward to Kojima. I'm hoping Jim's right. I'm hoping he makes his own studio and does whatever the fuck he wants.
I'm up for that.
Absolutely. Second on the news list, we talked about this the other day. The Jessica Jones trailer premiered this week.
So good, so good.
So good indeed. I'm incredibly excited. Jim, thoughts?
Yeah, gonna be good.
Yeah, it's not a thought.
Well, I've seen it at least 10 times at this point.
Okay.
So the only problem is it comes out the same day as Battlefront.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh man.
I think I remember reading
And
that.
Daredevil I binged in the first weekend it came out.
Oh yeah.
And I'm probably gonna have to do the same with this.
Yeah. When are you
Yeah,
gonna
it
get time?
looks
We're
so
gonna be on
good.
Battlefront all weekend.
This is the problem. This is the dilemma I've been presented
Yeah.
with.
How are you meant to divide your time between those two things?
Exactly. But I'm looking forward to Tennant's Kilgrave.
Oh, Tenet.
Yeah.
I think he could be I think he's probably going to be better than the Kingpin.
Do you reckon? Like,
Yeah.
the Kingpin was so good. The more Daredevil went on, just the better he got.
I don't think they're going to be comparable.
No,
I think they're very different. Very different.
I just think Daredevil is still, in my opinion, the best thing Marvel Studios have done.
I think it's the best comic book thing that's been released.
If the Dark Knight didn't exist, I'd agree with you. It's definitely it's the best thing Marvel have done.
Not like
by
a
far
suck
and
my
away.
ass.
Shut the fuck up, Jim.
That's a debate for another day. I can fuck right off.
Oh, Anyway,
Christian Bale's Batman can kiss my ass.
oh, here we go. Here we go. Fucking
Carry on.
fickle James
I'm
Carry
Team
on.
Batfleck.
strikes again.
100%.
Ah, yeah, me
Batfleck,
too.
you've not seen Batfleck yet. He could be terrible. How can you be
I've seen-
Batfleck when he's not out?
I've
Because he
seen
looks
20
amazing.
seconds, and he's better than Christian Bale.
Yeah, right. And then 4 years down the line, when someone else makes a Batman film, you'll be like, Batfleck was fucking shit. Oh man, he's so fucking shit. The new guy's gonna be amazing.
Batman, it'll be Batfleck doing the next Batman film.
Yeah, great. Like genuinely great because Ben Affleck's great, but also The Dark Knight. Shut up.
It's all right. It's not that great.
All right. Moving on.
There's no point, is there? There's no point. Jim probably prefers the Avengers to the Dark Knight because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah.
Oh god.
That's something that we don't need to have a debate because you've just said that, so you've just proved yourself wrong for all future arguments. Yeah, as long as it looks like it's going to be tonally and just everything like along the Daredevil lines, which is perfect. So
It's gonna be darker than Daredevil.
yeah, but still. Well, I mean, Daredevil was darker than all the other Marvel stuff, wasn't it? So it's gonna be just as good as Daredevil, and it's gonna be fucking brilliant. I'm so excited.
Me too, man. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. When is it? So what? The 20th, the 19th November?
20th.
20th, yeah.
Oh, so good, so good. Too much to look forward to in November. Don't know what to do. Lots of good films, lots of good games. God damn it.
There's one good film.
Where's the time?
Oh, here we go again. Look, I'm not going to bother. The one good film.
Don't
Jim.
engage
Tell me what's the one good film, Jim.
A good dinosaur.
Oh, you're such a fucking idiot. Have you guys seen The Raid? Have either of you seen The Raid?
Yes.
1 and 2.
1 and 2. Well, good. I'd read this a while ago and I'd forgotten about it until I saw this article on IGN. In typical Hollywood fashion, as I was moaning about last week, somebody decided they should remake The Raid.
Are you serious?
In Hollywood, yeah. Somebody decided that even though Dread is literally The Raid, somebody decided that they needed an actual remake of The Raid, but for Western audiences.
Oh my god.
Which, without me just ranting, is so stupid for the obvious reasons that
And unnecessary.
unnecessary.
Because The Raid was a hit in Western audiences.
Yeah, and The Raid's fucking perfect. I watched it again last week, and also because, like, when you think about The Raid, you think about the fight scenes
Yeah.
between all
absolutely.
these incredible Malaysian fighters who know Silat, and who the fucking America can do that? Like, no one. That's the whole point. That's why it was
Yeah.
made in Malaysia. It's just going to be a boring film where guys run upstairs with guns because none of them can do fucking martial arts. It's
What
a
a
waste
terrible
of a
idea.
film. Exactly. What a terrible idea. So that's terrible. But the only good thing is that it lost its director and the studio. Oh my God, 2 seconds. The director left. Taylor Kitsch was meant to start, who I'm a fan of. But
that tells me enough about that fucking film.
exactly. Well, he's gone now anyway, so don't worry about that.
The fact he was eyed up though.
Well, yeah, it's Hollywood. They don't know what they're doing, do they? Like, how can you look at Iko? Is he called Iko Ue or Iko Ue? Anyway, how can you look at him and go, Taylor Kitsch? Like,
He's in Star
doesn't do
Wars.
martial arts, does he? Anyway, so yeah, that's just me ranting and raving. I hope it never gets a director, and I hope it never comes to fruition because
Yeah.
watch the
Unnecessary.
They already did an American Raid. It's the end of episode 2 of Daredevil.
Yeah, true.
Oh yeah, when they're going in between the rooms.
Yeah, there's an amazing 6-minute shot in True Detective as well, actually.
Season
So
1.
good. Yeah, season 1 when he captures those drug guys.
Yeah.
So
very
good.
good.
Yeah, it was.
Great season. Shame about the second one.
You leave it alone.
I couldn't get past episode 3. It got really fucking convoluted at one point.
It was so convoluted. I bloody loved it, but yeah, it was absolutely confusing as all. Jesus Christ. Item 4. After Jim's telling me not to do lists, I'm literally listing them off. But yeah, fourth news story of the week. Batman v Superman may be set to break budget records, at least at the moment. Did you guys see this?
I did not.
I heard about it.
It may take the record for the most expensive movie ever made. The film's budget has ballooned to 410 million, which matches the current record holder, which was Pirates of the Caribbean 4. So if it goes any further before release, then it's now the most expensive movie of all time. If I remember correctly, Johnny Depp got $50 million for Pirates of the Caribbean 4.
Wow.
Right.
So of that 410 million budget that they had for that film, 50 million of it was literally just his fee. Anyway,
That's the same amount Robert Downey got for the first Avengers.
yeah, but he had rights in it, didn't he? Didn't he have like?
Yeah,
yeah,
he
exactly.
got a cut.
Whereas Johnny Depp just literally got 50 million for being in it. Yeah, I know, right? Mental. But yeah, that will make, so it says that will make Dawn of Justice almost as expensive alone as both parts of the 2 planned Justice League movies, which are expected to share a 500 million budget. I know the 3 Hobbit films had 500 million between them. But yeah, it said it might not last long because the 2 Avengers Infinity War movies are apparently set to maybe cost $1 billion.
Oh my
Yeah, I heard that.
god.
Yeah, 400 million of that is just going to the actors, the writers, and the directors. So it'll be that, and then 600 million between the 2 films.
I mean,
So-
they've got it. They've got it to burn.
Oh yeah, fucking hell! Now that Disney owns Star Wars as well, like they can bank that shit. But yeah, so it might be the biggest, most expensive film for a couple of years at least, and then thingy. Unless I don't know what Avatar costs, I don't care. But you know,
It'll be cheaper.
maybe we'll find out that is all motion capture, isn't it? So it'll just be budgets on the old visual effects department. But yeah, so there you go. I mean, obviously, money doesn't equate to anything. Who knows what Batman v Superman is going to be like? But
That's true. If Pirates of the
I've
Caribbean
got-
4 taught us anything,
exactly, it's that money means nothing in the world.
I am
not one thing.
when it comes to this film, I am very excited for this film, but at this present moment in time, Star Wars is blocking it. I
Yeah.
can't see past Star Wars.
There's no
at the
need to
moment.
look past Star Wars just yet.
No,
There's plenty of
But
need to look past Star Wars.
from the
but
trailer that I saw when it was released, whenever the fuck it was.
ages ago, wasn't it? May,
Yeah,
June.
that movie looks like the tits.
Is this Batman v Superman?
Yeah,
We've had plenty of discussion of this, Jim. I'm reserving any judgment because I was so let down by Man of Steel.
I wasn't.
I
I
refused.
thought it was okay.
So I just don't want to get excited because it might Man of Steel me again, and then I'll be very upset. But I will say that I'm much more excited for it than I am for Civil War because I'm so bored of Marvel films that anything that's not Marvel is more interesting to me at the moment. So yeah, I am excited for it in that sense.
What about Deadpool?
Yeah, but that's Fox.
Still Marvel. Though.
Yeah, but it's not, just Marvel, is it?
I know.
And
It's
it's,
just,
and it's going to be like an 18. I mean, Marvel Studios films, and I know it's like Marvel Studios, but you know what I mean.
Apocalypse.
Yeah, of course I'm looking excited about X-Men Apocalypse. Again, though, that's Fox.
Suicide Squad.
What?
Suicide Squad.
That's not Marvel at all. What are you talking about? Now you're just naming films. Yeah, I've told you. I'm more excited for Deadpool, X-Men Apocalypse, and Suicide Squad and Batman than I am for Civil War or Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange has got a hell of a cast, though.
Of course, it's got a hell of a cast, but
Jesus.
it's an origin story again, and based on Ant-Man and the last few, it could be very run-of-the-mill, couldn't it? I'm hoping, once again, I'm hoping to be wrong. I'm always hoping to be wrong, but the track record so far isn't doing them much good. Completely to go away from Marvel films, though. People did it. Did you read the big controversy around Mad Max when that got released? All those fucking sexist websites that men.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
read this, Callum? Yeah.
Did we
people
talk
saying-
about this?
We didn't talk about it on the podcast. We probably talked
No.
about it at the time. But yeah,
Right,
just
okay.
people saying like Max would never let Furiosa lead. It's like Max
Yeah.
isn't real. Like Max
Ugh.
doesn't exist. Like if George Miller, who wrote Mad Max, says that Max does that, then that's what Max does. You don't get to decide what Max does and doesn't do because he's not a real fucking person. I don't understand why people get so uppity about fictional characters.
Crazy shit, man.
It just
Crazy.
shows the power of meaning.
Yeah, but like you interpret your own meaning, and then if you want to change it, then go and fucking do your own film or write your own book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so easy to sit at home and be like, "Oh, I didn't like what he did with that character." It's like, why?
Was Bane sitting at home not liking Mad Max?
Yeah, he was. Item 5. EA have revealed more Star Wars Battlefront beta stats. Have you seen this?
Oh, there was crazy numbers of the amount of people that played
Crazy
it.
numbers. So it was already
Yeah.
the biggest beta in EA history with 9 million players.
God.
But those players logged over 1.6 billion minutes
That's the
of
one.
playtime.
Yeah. It was hours,
long was
wasn't it?
I've got minutes on this article for
Right.
IGN. How long was it available? Was it 4 days?
It was like 1 billion hours I saw, but Yeah, it was 4 after they stretched it that final day.
Yeah, that's enough time. This is just IGN's putting that into perspective. That's enough time to watch the original Star Wars trilogy 4.2 million times.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh,
Darth
can you
Vader
imagine
was
Attack of the Clones that many times?
no, because I'd be dead after one. Just found me hung with a note that said "Fuck you, Lucas."
and
Sorry.
and your CGI pairs.
Yeah. CGI pairs. What a twat. Anyway, Darth Vader was more prevalent than Luke. He appeared 5,900,000 times. Luke was slightly less. And Vader force choked nearly 1.4 million people. DICE have admitted, as we mentioned, that the rebels were at a great disadvantage during the beta.
Yeah.
But apparently they did manage to bring down 783,392 AT-ATs.
All right.
Yep.
AT-ATs.
Sorry, AT-ATs. And as for equipment, the top star car used was the cycler rifle, and over 6 million players unlocked the jump pack.
That was the best
Cycler
part.
rifle. It was, yeah, fucks
You
the cycler
needed
rifle.
that fucking jump pack.
That cycle rifle was brilliant.
Like, it was cool on,
Hoth.
yeah, on Hoth, not on Drop Zone. No time for it on Drop Zone.
No.
Grenades and jump packs on Drop Zone.
There was a place for it on Drop Zone though. There was a lot of players using like.
Well, it
sniping
was the
and
first
stuff.
thing I unlocked, so I had no choice, and it was pretty cool. But
Yeah, they
it's,
were cheap bitches.
I saw IGN did an article that I read today about like the 14 things they need for to improve on when it comes out, and the only one that really struck a chord with me was the lobby issues that we had when it doesn't put you in the same fucking game.
Yeah.
Or it puts you in the same game but on an opposite team, which is just stupid, and I don't know how that's still a thing. But there you go. Final article, unless anybody else has anything to say on Battlefront, considering we need to plug it.
I think we've covered Battlefront.
Well, there's always room for more.
Most.
So, final article that I read today, and I had to double check that I'd read it correctly. There is a real life Pokemon gym in Japan.
I saw the headline, but I didn't read it.
Yeah, I
because
assumed
what
it
the
was.
fuck?
So it's like a center in Osaka. It's going to open on the 19th of November. It's intended to be an interactive educational experience for younger Poke fans, teaching kids to communicate with others using the medium of video games. While their fans can also play special Pokemon arcade games, battle and trade with other fans, and receive special Pokemon downloads for their games. So as far as I'm aware, it's like one center is educational in as much as I assume it'll be maybe written things through using Pokemon as a like a guide to get through it to keep them interested, and the obvious winning stuff. And then all the stuff I've been trying to see videos of is the interactive things, which are big screens that you play on. It looks like kind of motion capture, like Wii camera stuff. I've not got the list of them. I had a list of names earlier, but I've not got it now. I just know there's one that's called like Charizard's Battle Coliseum. There you go. And Gardevoir's control score. I don't even know what a Gardevoir is, or Gardevoir, because that's obviously after my time. But yeah, Charizard's Battle Coliseum just looks like I think you have to pull shapes or you like swing your arms and things to fight him off when he's in. It'll be like an interactive, motion controlled sort of thing.
Okay.
I think you pay for each one. I think it said it was like $3 or the equivalent of $3 to do any of the interactive games, and then I think the other side of it is free, or like you pay one price and
like a gym membership.
Yeah, literally like a gym membership.
A Poke gym membership.
And then at the bottom of this, I've obviously completely missed this, but Japan already has a number of Pokemon centers, which are shops that specialize in selling Poke toys.
I've seen them. Yeah, they play the tunes as well.
Oh my god!
Like from the Poke Center.
They just need tills that go dun 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 whenever you open the cash register. That'd be amazing. But yeah, how does everyone feel about a Poke gym? And if one came here, would you be there straight away?
I definitely would check it out, and I hope they have badges.
Yeah, you're right.
That would be super cool.
Jim, Pokemon gym fan?
Yeah.
Infused
Pokemon isn't what it used to be anyway, so it doesn't really bother me anymore.
Ain't what you used to be.
Well,
Ain't
I'm
what
kind of
you
glad
used
it
to
is us
be.
both doing more because you're 26.
Yeah, but now how many of the Pokemon are there now?
Well, let's see. So there was 150, and then there was an extra 100 for gold, right?
Yeah.
So if you assume they add 100 every time,
I think there's at least 750
well,
now.
like Callum, do you know this? How many iterations have there been now?
Oh God.
After gold and silver, was it ruby and sapphire,
Ruby and sapphire,
and then
and then
emerald
black
and diamond.
Oh
but
yeah,
emerald
emerald and diamond, and then black and
black
white,
and white. So if there's 100 each time, that's up to
and
550.
then black and white 2.
Yeah, I don't know if there was any
I
more.
don't know if they added
Pokemon in that.
more, and then
But it might be up to,
X and Y.
oh god, there you go. So you might be up to about 650 there, basic on a very average. That's mental.
There's even a Pokemon now that's a god.
Is there?
There's
It is
one
the
that's
god-
a trash
the god
bag.
that created all things.
Oh.
You can just catch it in a ball.
Oh
What
my
the fuck is
God.
that?
Well, that's a metaphor.
Ridiculous.
Well, yeah.
Well, there you go.
It's just getting harder and harder to catch them all.
It is.
I
Poor
gave up
Ash. I mean,
12 years ago.
Ash throws them all away anyway, but
Well,
Yeah.
as we discussed, he's had a pretty hard childhood, man. He's probably
He's-
pretty messed up at this point.
he's the worst Pokemon trainer of all time.
He probably just had to spend his days listening to his mum and Professor Oak going at it.
Oh
Do you reckon-
God!
Do you reckon that's the story? Do you reckon Professor Oak's actually his dad?
Until he was 10 and then moved out because he couldn't take it
No,
anymore.
I think Professor Oak is his stepdad and made sure he left at the age of 10 because he was getting in the way of him and his mum's poontang.
Oh God!
I mean, that sounds probably as good a theory as any.
Definitely. He just given to the old Chicka wow wow.
You heard it here first.
Do you reckon there's a way where if you can hack the game and like leave mid battle, you'd find Oak and your mum in bed at home?
Giving us some wood. You know what I'm saying?
Giving us some pseudo voodoo.
I was gonna say. Well played.
Oh man, and she's just there like Snorlax.
Yeah. She's having none of it.
Oh dear.
Well, there you go. So that's the news for the week. Unless anybody else has anything to add, any more interesting stories? Anybody heard?
Apart from that
Not
Empire
really.
article with the Suicide Squad. No.
Oh, I need to read that. Got my Empire subscribers cover today. Super sweet.
Yeah, first full shot of the Joker, I believe.
Yeah, and he looks fucking great. I love Jared Leto. I think he's gonna be
The
good.
best.
I'm
No.
on the other side. I don't think the
I just don't
iteration
think-
of this character looks any good.
I just
But,
don't think you can get better than Heath Ledger. Like I'd like to, once again.
I
I'm
think
always
you can go a lot crazier than that.
oh yeah crazier, but
Yeah, but better.
That's what I
doesn't mean-
want.
doesn't
I
mean
don't know.
better. I just
I love
yeah,
that
once again.
fan theory about him
Jason
being
Todd
Jason
one.
Todd.
I love that too.
If that was true, I would like this version of the Joker, and I'm hoping that
I-
something like that or something like that happens to explain
I'd love that.
all these fucking self-referential tattoos that are on his body. Because it's
yeah.
referencing a character that exists in the comic universe. Why would he get that on himself? It makes fucking no sense. Unless
I know.
it's this like tortured by the real Joker and he's Jason Todd, all that kind of
Doubt.
thing, and he's just snapped. But I suppose we'll see.
We will indeed.
well, it's
I am
only
looking forward to that.
8 months away, 9 months
mortuary.
away. When is it? Next August? Next July?
August, July, I
Is
think,
it?
actually.
Oh God, too much coming out between now and then. I don't know how to keep track. God damn it!
Did you hear that? Is it Alan Tudyk?
Oh, my main man. Yeah, of course.
He was going to
Steve
be
the
in
Pirate.
Uncharted 4.
Yeah, or he recorded loads. He did motion capture for it, and then
Yeah,
they did the rewrites, and he didn't like what they'd done, so he left. Is that true?
yeah, he left. Yeah,
Which is
Yeah,
a shame because I really like.
he left
Alan Tudyk.
because they went a different way with it.
the way
Yeah,
he
I
said
suppose
it,
that's
though,
when.
the
That's
way
when.
he said it.
Oh,
He was like, he just didn't agree with what they were doing.
yeah. Well, is this when Amy Henning left and the two guys that did The Last of Us took over? Is
Yeah.
that and they rewrote the
Yeah,
ending?
Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley,
Yeah,
the
which
Wonder Team.
exactly. It's like I mean, as if they're going to do anything bad. I'm not saying that Alan Tudyk might not have been right to leave based on what he thinks, but those two guys wrote The Last of Us, so
Yeah, maybe he just wasn't into it. You know?
exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Uh,
I'm sure that's fine, but I
yeah.
don't. That doesn't mean it doesn't make me worry that it's not going to be a good game.
Yeah. I mean, with the news that someone leaves a project because they didn't like the direction, of course the internet's going to react like, "Oh my god, he hates it. They must be doing something truly terrible."
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be that.
Absolutely not. I did see, and I retweeted the Naughty Dog tweeted the picture of Nolan North saying that's a wrap for Nathan Drake, and I realized it means forever, not just for the game, and I got very sad.
When was this?
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I was listening to PS I Love You.
Shout out,
Colin,
please love us.
Yeah, Colin said he don't think it's going to be done by March.
He doesn't think it's going to be done by March?
If they've just wrapped his motion capture.
Yeah, but they pushed it back to March from Christmas.
Yeah.
So I think it's fine.
Yeah,
I don't care.
But yeah, as long as they take the time they need to finish it.
I couldn't care less how long it takes, as long as, because it's going to be, well, probably my favorite game of the new generation.
Have you heard? Well, it's not anything serious. It's just there's a couple of theories going around. Well, there is a theory from Greg Miller of PS I Love You as well. That the reason we've not heard anything from No Man's Sky is it's going to be a PlayStation VR release title.
Oh, really? When's VR? When's that? Is that Oculus Rift?
Spring,
or is that
I think.
The other one.
That's the PlayStation's. PlayStation's Morpheus one.
It's just called PlayStation VR now. They've changed it.
Oh, that's boring.
Would you get one?
How much are they going to be? When's it out? I don't know anything about it.
It's going to be console price.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's all they've said, I think.
Spring, I think they said as well.
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to try it, to be honest.
I want one anyway, but if No Man's Sky was attached, that would be it. If I could sit down and fly through space, sat in my fucking bedroom.
Like, are all games going to be supported by it?
No. See, the thing is, they're not asking parties to work on it. There are certain parties that are doing it. You know what I mean? That have first parties.
It's not like that with Xbox forcing the Kinect down everyone's throats and then pulling support from them.
See, that smacks me of Vita, though.
Yeah, but see,
it reminds me of PlayStation Move, man. And
yeah, I don't want to spend.
It's a novelty for a while, and then people stop caring, and it's going to happen.
Well, it's the thing, though. It's one of the things that unless you try it, you don't know what it's like.
No, that's true. Man, I really want to try it.
I would quite happily play every first-person game with VR.
Absolutely, but if they aren't supported by it, you'll just be
yeah. This is what I mean. As long as they're supported. So I mean, but if No Man's Sky is supported by it,
No Man's Sky is a great shout. I would love to play No Man's Sky.
No Man's just getting to fly the 13 quintillion planets.
Yeah.
Just flying through
then
space.
They should re-release PT and let you play that.
Oh god.
There's gonna be plenty of them. There's that kitchen one where you're strapped to a chair.
Yeah.
And just things crawling all over your face.
I guess I'll see, because if they do what they've done with the Vita and just ignore it essentially, and like they did with Move and stuff, where it's a novelty and then they just can it. It's just a lot of money, isn't it, to spend on?
The thing is, I feel like Sony's different now. Than they were.
I've changed, James.
Yeah, well, you think how bad they were when the PS3 came out.
I don't think they were bad. I've never had any problems with them.
I loved it, man. I was right there.
Yeah, but like price points.
Oh yeah, but this whole generation's still fucked for price points.
Well, comparatively to the last one, like the PS3 when it came out was $600.
Yeah, I remember that. I got it the year after, I think.
Yeah. You got it first year, didn't you, Jim?
No, I got it the year after, because when it came out, it was like 450 quid.
Oh yeah, you're right. I remember.
I got it the year after.
Yeah.
And
450 quid. Jesus.
I know, and you see where they are now, like everything they did with the release of PS4.
Well, they bossed it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. That's why it's still the best-selling console of like the whole year.
Yeah.
Still leading the sales, yeah.
Deservedly
to see what it does though over the next couple of months with them not having any first parties.
Well, no, but I mean, yeah, I guess so. Because
I think PlayStation 4 is going to be the place to play Battlefront, though.
That's it. If they get if they push all the market in third parties, then it won't really make a difference. But now's the time for Xbox to close the gap. I think a bit. They're not going to do it all the way, obviously, but now is
What
the
have
time.
Xbox coming out other than Halo though?
They got
Tomb
Tomb
Raider.
Raider.
Oh yeah, but who gives a shit?
Forza.
Oh,
I give a
once
shit
again.
about Tomb Raider. I fucking
No, I
love
mean
that
I give a
reboot.
shit about it, but it's a timed exclusive. So
Yeah.
For a year.
yeah, but in that
Um,
year we get Uncharted 4, which will be better than Tomb Raider. So who cares?
Yeah, but
True
you've still got to
story.
wait 6 months for fucking Uncharted. haven't you?
Yeah, but Fallout 4 and Battlefront 3 are both out, and Fallout 4 will be about 200 hours long. So, unless you're someone that buys every game that comes out for the sake of buying it, then I think everyone that buys Tomb Raider won't be playing Fallout, and so it doesn't matter. But anyone that buys like Fallout and Battlefront, they'll
I
probably
think
skip
people
Tomb Raider
that want to will do Tomb Raider first, and then
and then
they'll
jump
do
back.
then into Fallout 4 because Fallout 4 is going to be the longer game.
Fallout 4 is going to be amazing. And then Mirror's Edge, and then Uncharted. Oh god! And The
Mirror's
Witness
Edge,
is out early
can't
next
wait.
year. Looking forward to that. Too much, too bloody much.
Too much, man.
But anyway, moving on.
Anyway, so this time last week we introduced a nostalgia section, but I don't quite understand the logic behind this. But James and Callum don't have any nostalgia.
I
Which
do. I
doesn't
just
seem-
couldn't be asked this week. I'm tired and
He
ill.
couldn't be arsed. He's tired and ill. So I have an interesting development actually that came to me literally about 4 or 5 hours ago and has inadvertently saved our ass in terms of the missing nostalgia section. So a couple of weeks ago when we started this, I believe we said we talk about Twitter and Instagram and sending us questions.
Yeah.
Well, my friend Jake, who we spoke about last week,
Jake Sully.
Jake, in reference to his dad being super sweet, listens to the podcast and he asked me very politely, if I ask you some questions, can you talk about it next time you're on the podcast? And I
Who
said,
did?
we're podcasting tonight, so of course we can.
Wait,
So
Jake asked questions.
Jake has asked me 2 questions. They are both enormous, and I will read them out to you or gist them. Do you want to do them one at a time, or do you want me to read them both out and then we'll just discuss them broadly?
I can answer him now. No, I won't give him a kiss, and no, I won't do
Oh,
I won't go to his birthday party.
Well,
No.
there you go, and that's the end of this week's podcast. Sorry, Jake.
It's a yes from me, Jake.
So yes, one kiss.
Callum's easy.
I'm a maybe. I've kissed him before. I know what it's like.
I'll kiss him at his birthday party.
Oh, okay, perfect. 2 yeses from Callum.
I think each question individually.
Okay, that's fine.
if they're both that big.
individually.
Okay, so he says that he listened to the first podcast where you, Callum, talked about introducing your girlfriend to Star Wars for the first time, and we had
Yes.
a brief discussion about which order to show them in.
Okay.
And he says that his girlfriend is in exactly the same place. She's never seen any of them, and he
Right.
thinks, he's not sure, but he thinks she doesn't even know the Vader twist.
No way.
Yes, he
Oh.
thinks she's that far removed from it. So
Then
he's
it's 4,
just
5, 6
wondering-
to start with.
Well, here you go. This is the thing. So he says he just wants us to discuss, and don't know if we'll be able to come to a conclusion, but yeah.
Does he
so
want to
he sa-
show the prequels?
Well, yeah, he wants to show them all. So he says he genuinely thinks that if you know nothing about Star Wars, seeing Anakin grow up into Darth Vader, starting innocent and then killing children, and then becoming almost literally a whole other character and trying to kill his own son, would be ridiculous, because that plot arc from young Annie in Phantom Menace through
Annie
to him,
as well.
sorry,
That nickname.
through to him,
Annie.
yeah, trying to kill his own son is like such a good arc, even if it's
Yeah.
not executed particularly well. Yeah, but he says at the same time,
Ruins the twist.
She can have that big
Yeah.
twist.
at the
It
same
ruins
time,
the twist. You can't. No.
yeah, exactly. If you don't start there, then it ruins the twist. So, do you start 4, 5, get the twist, blows her mind, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, just because you need to see them all? Or
Do
you
the
know-
machete order.
what's the machete order?
4, 5, 2, 3, 6.
My friend told me this earlier, and you skip 1 because it's irrelevant. Yeah.
You don't need 1. 1 is literally irrelevant.
I mean, I know 2's story-wise relevant, but 2's so bad. Why would you ever
2
watch
is
2?
terrible. 2 is fucking shite.
2 is beyond terrible.
Yeah.
2 is the worst of the bunch by far. But yeah, well, there you go. I I hadn't heard of the machete order until earlier. I told my friend about this question, and she said literally that. She said, "Oh, I read an article once that said you should watch them 4, 5, 2, 3, 6."
Yeah,
So
you get the twist, then you get to see him become a child killer.
yeah,
I mean, even if it's is executed fucking terribly.
yes, it is.
And then you end on the happy ending, and then boom, episode 7 comes along.
Episode 7 comes out, and
Boom!
and it's going to be incredible. So there you go, Callum. What do you think? Because I know you're an advocate of the originals followed by the prequels, as you are doing with your girlfriend.
Absolutely. I stick with that, and I don't think number 1 is irrelevant.
Shut up.
It sets up the Obi-Wan and Anakin whole plot.
Oh, what? That 30 seconds at the end. I will teach you now. Okay. Fuck off.
No, the whole thing of how he was reluctant.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense.
And then he becomes the master after Qui-Gon's fall. Also, Darth Maul.
Yeah, but Darth Maul's 33 seconds. And that whole stupid, like, why does Darth Maul stand there for 35 seconds while Obi-Wan slashes his guts out?
Well, that's...
And why is Qui-Gon Jinn there when apparently Yoda trained Obi-Wan?
Because...
That's bullshit.
He would have had a hand in it. Yoda...
No.
it didn't show it on screen.
No. They just needed someone there to die. That's why Qui-Gon was there. There to die.
Oh.
Right. Bullshit. Number 1 is crap.
I just can't forgive midichlorians and Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, midichlorians. You don't even want to get fucking involved in midichlorians. Fuck me.
Yeah, if you skip one, you skip Jar Jar.
The Force is an energy field created by all living beings.
No, it isn't, Jim.
It surrounds us. It penetrates us. It binds the galaxy.
No, you can judge it with a little meter that I've got in my hand. Look. Beep, 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 beep. That guy's got lots of midichlorians in him. Beep, beep, that guy doesn't. He's not a Jedi. The end.
He's not a Jedi. He's the chosen one because of this
look,
thing in my hand.
Beep, 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 beep.
Look at there's a lot of them.
It's off the midichlorian scale.
By no means am I saying that episode 1 is perfect.
Oh, of course.
I think it sets up a lot of things.
I think...
You just can't name one.
I literally just did.
And I just shot it down.
You didn't agree.
I did. I shot it down.
Just your opinion doesn't automatically become fact as you think it does.
I'm in charge here, so just it's 4, 5, 2, 3, 6.
Well,
but
that is
James' opinion. If you want to make sure you watch them all, then it's probably 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3.
Is that your opinion?
4, 5. It's 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6.
Okay, there you go. But yeah, I would probably agree that starting, as much as I said to Callum that they get worse, which is totally true. But if she really doesn't know anything, on 6. Yeah, that's true. And if she really doesn't know anything about the twist, then it's definitely worth starting at 4 because
what a twist!
Yeah, because it'll be ruined if you don't start it that way. So yeah, I guess that's mild consensus: 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, or if lacking that, just 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. But your call
4,
on those
5, 2, 3, 6.
But I'm sure Jake will want to show a 1 because there's some okay.
Show that when it's all said and done. And
so 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 1.
Or do 4, 5. Go online and find the Phantom edit, and then do 6. The Phantom edit basically squeezes 1, 2, and 3 down into a 2-hour film.
Ooh.
And then you can skip all the shit. And you can just go straight to number fucking... And the good thing about the Phantom edit is it ends, right? It ends, when Vader's created.
I do.
And the thing... the thing comes up. Is like the thing rises and it goes black there. And then you just hear his breathing. And then the credits roll. You don't hear... There's none of that. Where's Padme? No.
What an absolute load of fucking crap. Okay, so question 1 potentially answered.
Definitely answered.
This is the definitively answered according to Jim. This is like the agony ant section. That's what we'll call this. The second thing is that, and I'm trying to lay back on the specifics of this question, but he just said that his girlfriend isn't really into nerd or pop culture whatsoever. Like, not that she doesn't like it. Like, she's very open-minded and she's very much willing and wanting to learn about it, but currently she isn't particularly well versed in it, and Jake, being Jake, obviously is incredibly well versed in it. So He's been trying to introduce her to various aspects. He's given her 3 of the Earthsea trilogy books, not trilogy at all, 3 of the series. He's given her the first 3 of the Earthsea books. It's a series of novels, doesn't matter. Star Wars is obviously on the agenda. He says he was talking to her about Firefly, and she sounds interested in Firefly. And he's also been thinking about showing her The Last of Us because it's about as good as video games can do. And if you're going to start somewhere, you may as well show her the pinnacle.
The peak. Yeah.
So he just wondered if what else we might recommend to someone.
I personally wouldn't start with The Last of Us. Look, it's nothing against The Last of Us, but I think it's a bit too fucking heavy.
Oh, yeah, but
That's
I will.
Yeah, but why not start with something like Mario Kart?
How is Mario Kart going to bring around?
Because it's 2 people you're playing together.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Oh, so love, come and sit down here for 6 hours while I depress you with this highly deep story.
Yeah,
but
or
we could sit down for an hour together, have some together time, do a bit of fucking. Look, there's no point. You 2 are fucking single, so you 2 can shut your fucking mouth.
Callum's got a girlfriend. I think you'll find.
Yeah, but it's more of a pity thing on her part.
Well, that's nice.
Look, all I'm saying is I feel that's a bit heavy for the first thing to show.
Let's get past The Last of Us anyway. What TV shows and films should he show?
I'm throwing
Pokemon.
Daredevil in.
Daredevil?
Well, it depends.
We're thinking nerd culture.
Yeah, but nerd culture's like
broad, yes.
A fucking ocean.
So think of if you had someone who was not particularly well versed in it and you wanted to convince them.
I do. It's my girlfriend.
Well, there you go. So take 5 films, say, or 5 films or TV shows that you would.
But it's different because it's very different.
Yeah.
Because there is stuff I could show my girlfriend that I love to bits that she thinks is utter shite.
Yeah, but that's fine. I'm not saying that she has to love it. I'm just saying, what would you show her? Like, I'm not saying that it has to be foolproof. Everyone in the world loves this, or it's not worth your time. I'm saying because I know people that don't particularly like Firefly, and that doesn't mean that they're wrong. I mean, it does because they're wrong, but like that doesn't mean that I wouldn't ever show another person Firefly because I still think Firefly is one of the greatest TV shows of all time. So
I can't think of something. It depends because I don't know where your class is nerd.
Well, I guess sci-fi is my quickest route in for the most part. But
Stargate.
Yeah, there you go. So things like this. What would you show them? Like I would always say Firefly. I think Jake's right.
Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, keep going.
Stargate Universe. Don't show Stargate Alliance. That's bollocks.
I think Arrow is quite an accessible show.
Oh, that can piss off. The Flash. The Flash.
The Flash.
Or the Flash. Whatever. One of those CW shows are quite
because the Flash
accessible.
It's all about the relationships, not bollocks.
Yeah.
We've also got the fucking superpowers, and it's fucking brilliant, that show. Don't go Daredevil. That's too heavy. You want to start with the Flash and work your way up to Daredevil.
No, I think drop her in straight at Daredevil.
Because it's amazing.
Because it is amazing.
It is amazing, but not all people. If she's into violence and blind men, she might think it's brilliant.
Who isn't? Am I right?
Yeah, bitch. She's into. I told you, she's a theatre. She's a theatre student.
The Flash is where you start, TV-wise. Nerd.
I don't think you have to build up to these things. I don't think that's how it works.
I think you do. I think
that's the main concern we have here, isn't it?
Yeah, is that Jim's convinced you have to start them at it's like a school. It's like a nerd school.
Yeah, but I feel like you're dropping them in the middle of a fucking pool with no context.
I feel like at this point you would have to
context to watch Daredevil. You can watch Daredevil as a TV show.
I feel like I do understand that.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, but you've seen the original Daredevil film, haven't you?
Yeah, but that's
you know what Daredevil is.
Yeah, but
the universe is connected
if you've never heard of Daredevil as a character or as a concept, and you watch the TV show, you'll quickly get the character and the concept.
It depends if she likes
Absolutely.
that kind of TV show, though.
Well, this is
Does she
exactly
like
what I'm
crime
saying.
Well,
series?
yeah.
Is that we have to convince her to not convince her to like these TV shows, but we're trying to prove to her that these TV shows are fucking brilliant, and Daredevil is the tip top.
Well, see, I wouldn't even class Daredevil as a superhero show. I'd class it more as a crime show.
That's what makes it so good.
But
But it's still nerd culture, isn't it? It's by Marvel. It's about.
I still
superheroes.
think
Yeah.
The Flash is a better place to start. I think The Flash is slightly more light-hearted.
I've never seen The Flash. I cannot comment on this matter.
I saw the pilot.
The Flash is a great series.
You know what? Fuck it. Watch Gotham. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Haven't
If
even
you want to
seen
never
it.
watch anything ever again,
Yeah.
watch Gotham.
Yeah. If you want to turn her off nerd culture forever.
There's no point watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. unless she's seen
All the Marvel films.
all the Marvel films
Yeah, that's true.
and watches them in order of film release after the Avengers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see sci-fi. I'd go Battlestar Galactica straight up.
I've still never seen it. I'd go
I saw a bit of that.
always with the Firefly series of X-Files is really, really good.
See, does that date well though?
I don't know. If not, then watch Fringe. That's more recent. It's practically the same thing. But
Lost is probably a good place to start.
Lost is always a good place to start, but it's heavy going. It's 6 seasons. You have to dig deep.
Commit.
Carnival is not necessarily sci-fi, but Carnival is fucking
seen it.
brilliant. Yeah, no one's fucking seen it, but Carnival's great. In terms
That's
of,
why I think Daredevil's a good jumping off point because
I
it's
agree.
like 12 episodes or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
13,
13,
13.
and
but an hour each.
yeah,
Yeah, but
that-
you can get
that's
through
just
them.
TV. You can't get around. And then for films, you just bring out the big guns and you watch Alien and you watch Blade Runner and you watch Terminator 2 and you watch 2001: A Space Odyssey and then you watch Inception and you watch Looper.
No, first you have to find out what this person likes. This person's favorite film is.
I don't know what this person's favorite film is.
Well, I'm just saying, if their favorite film is like Happy Gilmore,
Oh God.
She's a theatre student. I doubt.
I'm not using this, but I'm just saying, for example, if someone's favorite film in the world was Happy Gilmore, I wouldn't show them Alien.
But what if you were trying to bring them round to sense?
Yeah, but while I'm at it, I'm gonna waterboard them and deprive
Yeah.
them of food.
Yeah.
That's just like it's like you're forcing someone into it. Then
You
the person, see, what you have to do is like you have to leave breadcrumbs, and then
It's
the
not a
person-
trap, Jim.
it's no. But
She
it's like,
wants
you
to do
can't-
this.
Yeah, but it's like you can't force someone into it.
By no
Yeah,
means
but
is anyone doing
You
that.
have to show her all these different branches, and then maybe there'll be a certain branch she latches onto.
Well, one of those branches can be Blade Runner.
It can't be Blade Runner. Well, if she's a
Show
theatre
her-
student, yeah, I suppose, yeah.
You show her the best sci-fi film ever made, and if she doesn't like it, you're hopeless, aren't you? It's never
Well,
going to
you'll
work.
be showing her the best sci-fi film ever made. Oh, it's a fancy film anyway. I'll let you off.
I'm sorry, did you just call Blade Runner the best sci-fi movie ever made?
I did, yeah. Why? What's your take on the best sci-fi film ever made?
Star Wars.
It's fantasy.
I see.
It's sci-fi as well.
It's fantasy.
It's
It's not
also
sci-fi.
not as good as Blade Runner.
Oh my
It's-
God! What?
Fantasy.
Right.
And it's well better than Blade Runner.
I'm not even going to
It's
partake
well
in that.
better than
Empire
Blade
Strikes Back.
Runner.
Straight up.
There's no point. I mean, there's no point, is there?
Yeah. My take on this whole situation is just go in for it. There's no need to show some shit that's all right because it's more accessible.
I agree with you, Callum, entirely.
Just
You show her The Last of Us,
Throttle
show
her
her
with it.
Firefly,
Yeah, go on.
Show the
Throttle
great
her-
stuff.
throttle her with
show her
it.
Blade Runner.
and see if she likes it. Because that's
Exactly.
really what you're getting at. Like, do you like this that I'm interested in? If she doesn't,
Yeah.
she doesn't. You're not gonna train her to like it.
No.
So
Yeah, you can't. If
I
you show a
think
Blade
just
Runner and
go
she doesn't
all
particularly
guns
get on
blazing.
with it, you can't then go backwards and show her like something terrible. And if she likes that, then re-show her Blade Runner and hope that she realizes that it's good this
Yeah.
time. Like, she's either going to like Blade Runner because it's fucking incredible, or she's not going to like Blade Runner. I wouldn't suggest starting with 2001: A Space Odyssey though, because That is a mind fuck. Watch that later. Too many films, too many TV shows,
Yeah.
too many
Yeah,
games.
just throttle with it.
Just go for what you really like, Jake. And
Jake suggested The Last of Us and Firefly, and I completely agree with him.
yeah,
Star Wars, The Last of Us, and Firefly. I think that's as good a
a
place to
winning
start as any.
combination.
A winning beginning trio, and then get to read his Dark Materials trilogy.
And while you're at it, give her Mein Kampf as well. She'll read that and see what she thinks.
She might have already read it. She just didn't.
Yeah, or take Jim's advice and show her the sci-fi episode of the Tweenies.
Yeah. To Jim's advice, watch Jimmy Neutron. Make sure you read Biff and Chip Go into Space.
Yep.
And yeah.
But also remember who's the adult.
And then watch Avatar.
And watch Avatar, the greatest sci-fi film ever made. Yeah. So those are Jake's 2 questions.
Well, thanks, Jake.
Yeah, I hope more people send questions ever, or if anybody else knows anybody that wants to ask us a question, ask them, and then we'll be all good.
Just don't make it an adult topic because I'm surrounded by children.
Yeah, just don't. It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good.
Right. Yeah, I mean, with the end of that question and no nostalgia section, I suppose we are finished for the week, are we not?
I suppose
yes, I need to go to bed because I've got to be up in fucking 4 hours.
Oh, tell me
this
about
it.
it.
This has been quite a long podcast.
Yeah, we need to trim this.
I think I will.
Sweet.
Yeah.
No, Jim just wants to leave it going on forever. Cool. Well, that's it for this week, I suppose. We're not going to be a Rebel Recall this week because Jim's canned it. He's decided. We will. No, there's no more shows now. No Rebel Recall during the week. We'll just do the 6 and then this. So
yeah,
there's that. But next week we'll condense Rebel Recall into this show. So there'll be lots of Star Wars news. And I guess we'll discuss anything Star Wars related that happened to us during the week. But other than that, just the usual things. You can find us. You can email us at thethreenerdsketeers@gmail.com, or you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at the Nerdsketeers. Callum, where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Callum Hurrell, which is CALLUMHURRELL.
And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Kyle Curly G. And that's all there is to say, I suppose.
No, like and subscribe on iTunes.
Oh, well, there you go.
We are still on iTunes.
We are still on iTunes. We're looking at. We had a bit of a hassle with how far back they'll show our episodes on the home screen, but we are working around that as we speak. Well, not as we speak, but this week.
That should be sorted by the time this goes up, I think.
Yes. So SoundCloud and iTunes, you can get us free downloads. Subscribe on there as well. And yeah, we'll just on the YouTube channel, I suppose, which is where you'll be watching this. So I don't really need to tell you how to find it.
We will
listen to
this
on
iTunes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, fuck! If you're listening to this on iTunes, you were on YouTube at the 3 Nerdsketeers. So I guess that's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
Yeah, in a bit.
In a bitch.
In a bitch.
You know the design for the ship?
For the 10-4?
That was the original design for the Falcon.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so shit.
Mental.
That's so less iconic.
And they changed it to pizza.
Yeah, because pizza wins.
Pizza always wins.
From a garden trowel to a pizza.